This line right here into Madison. I tried going up this way yesterday, but too many rocks right on the other side. So I'm gonna just go walk around. I think. Still think it'd be nice if I could get up that way, but you can't. So I'm gonna cross the Madison right here. It's a little higher today. It's all right. The water's not too fast, and it's not too bad. It's actually not too shabby. Just you gotta get your water bag. It's a pretty good line right here. Obviously, spring runoff is a little more difficult. Just about mid-thigh height. These are my trekking poles. Casting my poles. You just take your time. Coming back is always easier. You get to walk with the current. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Equal waterproof bag. Yeah, I went down there on that other highway hole to enter, but like, I didn't really like it. Water was rushing too. Oh, look at that. Look at that. He's a buzzard. Well, maybe. I don't know. That's a beautiful bird though. Oh my gosh, look at that bird. Look at that beautiful bird. You're not gonna get that sitting at home, folks. You're not gonna get that sitting at home. Worst case scenario, Mr. Posey taught me how to cross rivers. Bear spray. Yeah. So I walked up this way yesterday, and like I said, it's not too bad of a hike. It's not too bad of a hike. It's just that it's just too much. Like right when you get to the edge of it, there's just too much. Alright, so I'm gonna focus right here. There's little twigs that I look for. You can see them right there. And down in here, some logs. Right here. Across this thing. See these twigs? I don't know if you can see them. Those are definitely my landmarks. And then, get through this little bit of mud. And my friend, you are on the other side, headed for greatness. All right, little frog dog came a little undone. All right, this log right here, log right in front of me, has always been a good benchmark to like stop and Kind of take a look around. Yeah. Yeah. So I come around here. Yep. Whoo. Yep. Whoo. Yep. Whoo. 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 So, and what I'm trying to do is get up in that canyon. Out. I've been hiking. Just want to double check today. See if it's crazy as I thought. So with the snow gone, definitely different. It's amazing one day can do. Yesterday, this whole area was covered. Yeah, I tripped a little bit there. All right, getting this little clearing. Take a little break. When I say it's dangerous, probably not. It's definitely not fun. All right, take a little break on this log. This rock right here. Whew. And this is like where I'm talking about. It gets extremely rocky. So I don't want to see a guy carrying 60 pounds up through this, but also the double arcs are just right over that. Like, it's crazy. Like, if I can get up there to see them, that would be epic. And confirmation to go around the other way. So that's what I'm gonna do. Try to get up there. All right, go bear with me. Yep. Yeah, it's just so damn rocky. But there's a dirt path on the other side of this hill that makes this thing that literally walks into the double arcs. It's just, this is so technical, for the better lack of a better term. I don't really see the benefit. I mean, I would love to try to prove those double arcs are right up there, but I don't really know any other way. I mean, I guess I could climb this hill here. Yeah, so I thought I'd give this another look with all the snow gone. It's still pretty technical. So yeah, that's definitely, but again, like, all this looks like it does on Google Earth, and right over this hill, like, just, that's really not even 20 feet above me elevation wise. It's just too much, just too much. So I'll go back down and walk along the riverside and go the other way, go through the woods. I'm trying to avoid the woods, but that's what I'll have to do. I mean, however, I give this another look. So definitely prove this is not the way. If he went this way, well, I mean, maybe he went over there. Maybe he knows how to climb rocks. Okay, there's a lot of people who can climb rocks, but I'm not one of those people. So, all right, back down to go. All right. But yeah, look how pretty this is. Oh yeah, I saw this bird's nest yesterday. Check that out. I don't know how I'm getting all this. It's definitely pretty up here. Again, to this point, not super technical. And to be fair, there could have been a rock slide because from Google Earth, there was a pretty clear path that you can kind of see kind of right here. So it makes me wonder if something happened and these rocks slid off this hill and blocked the way, because it kind of looked like there was a little bit of a dirt path over there. So, I mean, a couple years. But you can see, I mean, they're all still kind of loose. So, yeah, and see this tree kind of taken out. See, this tree fell down through this. So, yeah. All right, let's go. See him or not, a little chipmunk. I'm just a little chipmunk. Now he's quiet. He's like, oh, this guy's gonna get me. Oh, look at the chipmunk. All right, little buddy. I'll leave you alone. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but you don't hear the water running. Walk along, water, silent flight. Around the bend, past the hole, walk along, water, silent flight. So you gotta walk around here. I really do believe you cross right here. This is the best path. I tried the other two holes, they're too bad. You see how quiet the water is right here. I just tried that path. No bueno. So my hope it's a clear path around here to the backside where that little dirt area is. So there's an object that's on Google Earth that's man-made. So I hope it has some sort of word like checkpoint or something on it. Thanks. I mean, I'm gonna walk so you can hear how silent it is. The only thing you hear is our cars. Pretty much from here to 9 Mile Hole is really quiet. The water. And then up here at that little overlook bridge definitely gets louder. I'm gonna do half today. I'm gonna find my path this way, and then I'm gonna come back. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. I'm gonna come back on Friday, do the other path, do the other half. I'm gonna try to find a good entry point on this side of the river. Realize that I'm currently only, I mean, you can still see my car. I mean, I might be 400 something feet away from my car. I mean, maybe. But it's got to be, I don't really like being out here alone. I think it's the biggest negative for me. I wish I had a search partner. Because I really don't like the woods by myself. But alas, I don't think anybody really believes me. Like I said, it's really not that technical. I mean, you go past the hole, walk by a water silent flight, and then you got to get up into her foot of 3, which I'm literally right at. Like right here, right here is the ancient gate. This is the very foot of the third mound. You can tell that from Google Earth in this tree formation right here. It's just been deposited here over time. But yeah, nothing crazy so far. Anyways, I mean, even climbing up the hill the other way is not that crazy. I mean, there's a clear dirt path on Google Earth about, I'm just going to get around this hill, kind of show you, but it's just, I mean, I could climb that and get up in there Maybe. I don't know. I just think over this way, there's a better gradient to climb up in it. So, anyways, just wanted y'all to hear the water. Seeing that duck. Alright. So, kind of right here. Nothing too crazy because I got my little muck boots on. And typically, this is, so right here, it's not going to be any real, this is the spring runoff. Typically, that's going to be just grass. So you can see, oh, here comes, look at this. Oh, wow. Wow. So cool. You can see that bridge right there. Where the guy's at. Yeah. Looks like a park ranger. Just kind of looking at me. Yeah. I don't know. That's kind of strange. Never see a park ranger come down like that. Yeah, interesting. Huh. Alright, well. That's strange. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Just stand there. Oh, check that bird out. Wow. Amazing. That is so cool. I mean, how can you not love this? Because it's definitely wide. You can cross where that little ripples right there are. You can cross there if the water wasn't running. Uh-oh. There's some more. There's some more. Hey, guys. That's awesome. Yeah, still the wrong time to come. Rats. Yeah, I think the spring runoff is just too much. Too much. Because last time I was here, this tree was completely, I don't have video of it, but this tree was on the ground, like the ground. And I could keep walking. I mean, I could keep walking, but I don't know. Just have to wait. I can come back with the wife, I guess. She's a much better hiker, and you know, somebody sees this and gets to it before us. Well, send us something. It'd be cool. There's definitely a park ranger right there. He's still looking at me. It's kind of funny. Yeah, see him? He is looking right. He's like, what is going on with this guy? I don't know if you can see him or not walking through those trees. Right here, I think is where he crossed. There's a buffalo over there right now, but the buffalo definitely migrate away from here as spring moves on. You can see in the Madison it's pretty shallow, probably typically. But with the spring runoff, it's pretty deep. It's not deep. It's like hip, a little over hip height, but yeah. But just like through there, through those woods, you can get to the dirt mound. There's a man-made object back there. Definitely a man-made object back there. You can see it from Google Earth. It's square. And so here you go. Just so you can kind of see. So here he is. And here she is. That's her foot of 3. I don't know if you can tell that. So there's the 1, 2, 3. And then we're trying to get up in there. Just right over where those trees are. I don't want to like go over there right now. Well, obviously because the water. I mean, I've crossed the Madison now a few times, even in probably some deeper areas. But where's one buffalo, there's probably many. So bride, groom, ancient gate, super easy. And literally over that hill, again, you can see it from Google Earth, there's 2 double arcs on granite bold, and that formation was made by a glacier, which makes it ancient. So, yep, right there is the gate. And that is where she's standing guard. It's actually the smallest choke point in all of Yellowstone. So, anyways, 1.2 million bucks right over that hill. I just can't get to it. Technically right here, the second pull off around the bend right there. It's not that hard either. There's another path around this way. I don't really know how technical it is. I'm gonna go a little ways in, kind of see what's going on. Maybe come back in a couple days. It's gonna rain tomorrow, so I don't know. Yeah, but this wasn't too bad right here. This is literally the next pull off. From 9 Mile Hole, right around the bend. So you can see the bend right here. Around the bend, past the hole, walk along water, silent flight. Pretty dang silent. I'm standing right now at the base of one of the 3s. It's a foot of 3. But you gotta get, there's a couple washouts. There's 3 washouts. One washout I've already tried. It's at the front. Over here, it's just too many rocks have been pushed forward. This, the other side, it seems like too long of a hike, but could be. And then this, looks like there's another washout. Pretty much just dirt through these trees. So, yeah, I think I'm going to give a little hike in. See what it looks like. See what I've been talking about. Put some physicalness to it. But first, I'm going to read the poem from Justin. Can you find what lives in time, flowing through each measured rhyme? Wisdom waits in shadowed sight for those who read these words just right. As hope surges clear and bright, walk near water's silent flight, round the bend, past the hole, I wait for you to cast your pole. In Ursa East his realm awaits, his bride stands guard at ancient gates. Her foot of 3 at 20 degree, return her face to find a place. Double arcs on granite bold, where secrets of the past still hold, beyond the reach of time's swift race, wonder guards the sacred space. Truth rests not in clever minds, not entangled, twisted finds. Like a river steady flow, what you seek, you already know. So we'll begin where I really believe there's actually a clue that's not really in line, and I'll show you whenever we'll go. But the truth of the matter is, so I biked in here. So I actually biked in here from West Yellowstone. But right here at 7 Mile Bridge, like the water is running so hard, it is so loud, so loud. But as you come around here, and it's still loud, even in here, like when you're on the road, you can hear the water pretty good. But as it kind of makes this bend right here, and then we make this straightaway, it really quiets down, right? It gets real quiet, as we saw in my video how quiet it is. So we're traveling down here, we're traveling down. Okay, so the video, and I'll include this right here, shows the rock. Matter of fact, I'll just go right here to my photos, and I'll just come down. Okay, so we keep going. This is me traveling back and forth here a few times. I've been
I've been here like 2 or 3 times just to kind of confirm. But here we go. So here, this is the rock that's from the Netflix series. He's clearly getting out right here. Okay? Clearly getting out right here. And here's the rock in real life. Alright? This is that 9 Mile hole. This rock right here is a 9 Mile hole. So what he's telling me, in my personal opinion, is that this is technically where the, actually where the poem begins is, as hope surges, clear and bright. That's the, the Madison being so loud. Walk near water, silent flight, round a bend, past the hole, capital. Like he's clearly getting out right here. This is at 9 Mile hole. This rock, this tree, you can see it, okay? It is the rock, okay? So, this is 9 Mile hole. Here's Finn's rock. Yeah. And, obviously we know that is here, okay? So, here we go. Here's, the point. So, round the bend. So, let's go. Walk near water, silent flight, which, you can walk this if you want. You can walk all the way down where I think we got to get in. You could easily walk this if you wanted to. It's extremely walkable on this side of the Madison. And it's not that far. From 9 Mile hole around the bend. Here, this is the foot of 3. Okay? And that last part where I told you I think you got to get in is right here. This is the third pull off, but it has a little walkway right here. And like you can easily get across the Madison right here. I crossed it right here. I crossed the Madison right here. I crossed the Madison right there. I crossed the Madison. This is that in my video. This is where I'm crossing in the video. Okay? And this is the second, that's the second hole from here. This is 9 Mile hole. And then I crossed again right here. Okay? Anyways, so walk near water, silent flight, round the bend, past the hole. I wait for you to cast your pole. So basically, a trekking pole is a pole. He's literally talking about a fishing pole, and he's also talking about right here at this pull off. There's a plaque. There's a plaque right here. So right here is a big plaque, a trout plaque. And so, this is clearly a fishing hole for people that know. Again, not hard to cross the Madison right there. I wouldn't say it's too difficult. It's a little more difficult right now just because the spring runoff. But again, I walked right here, parked and walked over here, walked over. It's super easy. You just had to, take your poles. And then, so I talked about, okay, so anyways, let's continue with Soul. Okay, so now then, in Ursa East, his realm awaits. So the realm that he's talking about is this guy. This guy right here, okay? Now, when I said I believe that there's a clue, he kind of has alluded to this too, when he kind of paused. There is a clue. There's always a shadow right here. Like, no matter what time of day it is, I've been out there multiple times. There's always a shadow right here. And you can see his little face. But there's always a shadow, right? So wisdom waits in shadowed sight. So he's literally looking over here. Okay, that's the groom. This is the bride. Alright, so I'm going to make this go. I'm actually going to make this be more north and south. Alright, because that's important to what we're doing here. Okay, so anyways, what I believe, so I've gone to here. I've gotten to right there in the first part of the video was where I was at, and then the second part you didn't see, but when I went to hike back here, I'm kind of scared of the woods to be by myself. So I was like, man, I'm just a little little timid. But anyway, so I got out. Let me get to, yeah. So I got out of here. I crossed. Actually, that's not my hole. I crossed right here. So I crossed right there. It's pretty easy. And then I kind of tracked along here to get to this little dirt area. And this area, where this area is at, it's super easy to hike. Like, it's not hard at all. But then you get to these daggum dense forest. It's super dense right through here. So dense. I actually got to right here. I made it through the dense forest. I got right there, and I just confirmed that this area was actually very, very, very steep. This one is this is the steepest side of the foot. This side right here, and so I wanted to confirm that. We can kind of see it even here on Google Earth. Now you might be, if you're a more technical person, you might be able to climb up through there. But I'm telling you, like, it is extremely dense through here. Like, I'm talking dense. Like, again, this kind of path is pretty easy. This path, there's a lot of deadfall through here, like a bunch of deadfall, right? And you can it's not too bad, but like right through here, when you're looking down and you're looking back up this hill, when I'm down here on this level, like I could see, yeah, I could probably make it there, but like this whole area is just so friggin' dense. It's too dense. I think it's the wrong way. Because here's the big kicker, okay? Let me see if I have his book here. Kindle, let me open this up. I want to show y'all something else that's a big, to me, is a big clue. Let this open. Obviously, the library. Oh, here we go. Justin Posey's book. Yeah, so now you can see what I like. So acknowledgements, right? So right here. So this picture is extremely important. Okay? And then the rock is the very next picture. So this is 9 Mile Hole. This is Finn's Rock. And Justin Posey is standing right here. And the way that the angle is, he's technically looking back east. I mean, yeah, he's looking back west. Sorry, he's looking back west. So, this meadow right here where this tree is, I'm about to show it to you in real life. And then this rock, I believe he put them backwards. So like, he's giving us a clue, like, hey, you know, you're supposed to go from the western side of the foot of 3, and I'll show you here in a second, and you start here, right? So really, I believe the acknowledgements, you know, toward Forrest Fenn, you know, is a big deal. So, and then I'll show you here. I'll just go to my Google Photos, and then we'll escape, and then right here. So here I'm standing in this exact meadow that he was at, and here is the groom, and there's the bride. You'll see it a little better, you know, when you're up closer. But I went ahead and I wanted to find this tree. I wanted to find where he was standing. But he's definitely standing here. And what he's done is he's cropped that photo to where you can't see this guy and this guy. You can see the tree. You can see a little bit of these hills. But if you go back here, you can see he's cropped. That's the tree that I'm talking about. Literally, this tree. And it just depends on what angle you're at. But he's cropped these two out. But he's definitely looking back, you know, west. There's the groom, and here's the bride. Okay? And then there's the ancient gate. Anyway, so, getting back to my little trek here. So I was like, alright, well, that's too difficult. Man, I'll be honest with you, I almost just went ahead and went up. But I'll show you something in a second. But at the same time, I was like, man, I'm so sweaty and so tired. I've been hiking for like solid 5.5 hours at this point, and I had just walked through this dense forest, and I realized, man, I had to walk through that again. So, you know, I didn't really want to do it. But this kind of imagery right here, this kind of imagery, stupid easy. I mean, it was just, it's not hard. I mean, and you're climbing a little bit of elevation there. Not much, but some. Anyway, so yeah. So, going back to the point, wisdom waits in shadowed sight, right? Okay, so wisdom waits in shadowed sight. Let me pull it up here again. In Ursa East, his realm awaits. Okay, again. Oh, a little too far. So here he is. He's standing to the east of 9 Mile Hole. His bride stands guard at Ancient Gate. Well, this is the foot of 3. This is the smallest choke point, the smallest gate between and in anywhere in Yellowstone that is between 2 mountain formations. Okay, this is 9 Mile Hole, round a bend, foot of 3, stands guard at Ancient Gate. Okay, and then her foot of 3 at 20 degree, return her face to find a place. So this is the path that I haven't yet walked. I've canceled out this path. I've canceled out this one. I mean, I might be able to make that, but I really like the other path I'm about to show you. And then, like, this is just too technical. Like, it's just too much. So anyways, I'm trying to hide something. So anyway, so I'm going to go enter here. I'm going to enter here. And this, the buffalo have made a pretty nice sparse forest. I mean, realize that this distance right here, that this distance is not very far. This is like, if I were to just walk straight back here, really I want to enter right here. So if I were to just walk right there, you can just see it's only, like that's a total of, you know, what? We'll just round up and say 1,200 feet. So it's 1,200 feet. Okay? So 1,203, much? Anyways, so I'm going to come here. I'm going to go through this nice buffalo cleared out area. I'm going to probably cross. I might cross here. I might cross there. Probably cross right here, to be honest. The buffalo were here today. There were a good amount of buffalo there, so I didn't really want to like dick with them. So that's why I did the 2 other sides. So I'm going to go through this forest because again, if I can make my way through this thick forest, it is thick. Like I made it. I couldn't believe it. Like it was like wow, Chadbird. But definitely, like I was like, oh man, so thick. And again, I got to here, and I was like, ah, man, too steep. But look at that. Anyways, so this spot will be important here in a second. I'll tell you about it. And then, so I'm going to cross right here. It's very not dense at all. I mean, you could, if you're anybody, there's some elevation gain. But I'm just going to walk to this edge where we can see where this elevation gain is. And then I'm going to come here. I'm going to come right here. I'm going to try to walk. I'm just going to basically try to gauge myself on my offline map. There's a little area of denseness here. But I'm just going to try to find, you know, the openness. Because you can see where the buffalo made a little pass through here. So I'm just going to path my way back. And then this whole area right here is as clear and open as that one area I was showing you on the other side. And then we have a little bit of patch of forest, nothing too crazy to be honest with you. I mean, we're talking maybe, how much here that I got to cover, worst case. So 200, 210 feet, like it's not that much. And I might just be able to go right here. But anyway, so we're going to go through here, And then we get back here to this little dirt path, which is pretty, at this point, it's pretty flat according to the topo. And this is the shortest side of where we're about to go. Now we climb a little more here, nothing, I don't think anything too crazy. I mean, there'll be some deadfall here, nothing wild. I will point out, along the way, there's a very man-made object right here. I don't know what this object is, but that is a man-made object. It is square as all get out. So I'm thinking it might be like a runoff catch or something. I don't know, but there's something right here that's very man-made. Okay? Anyway, so nothing too crazy. A little bit of deadfall that I get through, but there's no thick brush along with it. No crazy rocks. And then here's the payoff. This is where I've been trying to get to this whole time. Double arcs on granite bold. Boom, 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 boom. Look, the dirt path basically just goes right there. And if anyone is familiar with his little weird symbol that he has, I actually think it's right here. I think it's right here. So when it says return her face, literally talking about this is the face, okay? These are the elbows, arms, if you will. So you turn around and he says what? He says on double arcs on granite bold where secrets of the past still hold. Beyond the reach of time's swift race, like you, ain't nothing going up in here unless you want to go up in there. Okay? Wonder guards the sacred place. Sacred is very important to you because in his book there is only one place that he calls sacred. And that place is right here. And she clearly guards at Ancient Gate double arcs on granite bold. And I told you that this little rock, this coloration right here is important. I didn't get a picture of it because, gosh dang, I was so tired. But when I was standing there, it is so different. Like, it is so obvious that that's a yellow spot. So I just know that when we come up through here on this dirt thing, boom, boom. Double arcs on granite bold. So, I've gotten here, you know, stopped. I got that there and stopped. You see, it's so much taller. See how much taller it is? Like, I don't think that's it. I went ahead and canceled it out, though. I went ahead and walked back there. And I'm glad I did because I saw this spot in real life and realized how prominently different the coloration is on the rocks. Okay? So, like, what's really strange is that you can use the clock times, start from here. You can literally start from 9 Mile Hole. You go 425, which is the primary. You turn 130. This is what the clock, the lock and stuff is. And then I've ran a simulation, like a ton of simulations with those clock times. And what's even so very, very important for everyone to understand. So this is basically true north. So right there is true north. When you put this in, so here's a line. If I were to draw a line, see if I can draw a line. I'll just make a measurement. So like from her face or her point, like right here, that's basically straight north. This, if you turn 20 degrees, it's almost a perfect 20 degrees turn, right? 20 is, you can look at it yourself, you can go measure yourself. It's almost a perfect 20 degree turn, okay? So, and there's always a shadow there. Always. I'm yet to be here and not have a shadow. It's crazy. It's a cool lake. I'm gonna go, if I can get back there, I'm gonna go check it out. If not, whatever. But yeah, so this is that dirt path I'm talking about in the video. None of these trees are gonna be that hard. Like, this is not technical. You can see how much lower this entry point is on this side. And like I climbed that, it's basically the same elevation. Right here and right here is the same elevation. It's just this has a nice dirt path. Whereas like right here, you see the dirt path that I walk up. I thought when I was going to get here, like, there might be a little bit of a dirt path. But, you know, now looking back at it, it's like, maybe not so much. But again, there's a little bitty one right there, down into it. But again, walking up this, where, you know, just where the, you know, the dirt path is, it's not hard. It's not hard at all. Walking through those dense trees was pretty tough. So I'm just going to come over here, walk. Again, I'll repeat. I'm going to walk back here. I'm going to try to enter right here. So boom. I'm going to go. It's pretty straightforward. Again, that meadow that he's standing in, when he's looking back, is right here. No, that's not the meadow. Yeah. Where's the little lake at? Yeah, there's that little. Yep, this is the middle. See, this is the little lake. Harlequin Lake. The Harlequin Lake pull off. This pull off right here. He's in this meadow. Down here. And when you look back, when you're looking back, that tree is right there, but Google Earth doesn't really show it all that well. Anyways, yep. So that's it. I mean, let's read it again. Just so, in all of this, like if I were to walk from here, so if I walk from here to there, to there, to these double arcs, I mean, that's not even 3,000 feet. I mean, it's a little over 3,000 feet. Like, and I mean, I may be taking a quote-unquote long way. You know what I'm saying? But again, here's 9 Mile Hole. So, we'll run through this one more time. As hope surges bright, remember, it is super loud until we get into these little feeders and stuff. It's still kind of loud even here. As hope surges bright, surges clear and bright, walk near water silent flight, round the bend, past the hole. Here's 9 Mile Hole. You could literally, if you wanted to, you could walk right here. I mean, that's not, I mean, I'll just, for argument's sake, like, that's a total, you know, a little over 3,000 feet. And if you added the other 3,000 feet, it's basically a mile. I mean, roughly. You could walk. I mean, you're not going to. You're going to literally drive to this round off right here. But yeah, so that's pretty close to a mile. I mean, even so. And then you could, if you really wanted to, hike up through there. But I mean, it's much high. It's much taller. Anyway, so round the bend, round the bend, round the bend. This is a hard 90-degree turn. That's what we call bend. Past the hole. Hole's there. Round the bend. Past the hole. I wait for you to cast your pole, which you're going to cross right here. In Ursa East, his realm awaits. That's him. His bride stands guard at ancient gate. That's her. Her foot of 3 at 20 degree. 1, 2, 3. And I'm showing you it's a 20 degree. Return her face. Here's the ancient gate. Okay. Return her face. Which means, you know, you're going to come here. And then double arcs on granite bold where secrets of the past still hold. Beyond the reach of time swiss race. That's just, he's just adding that. Wonder guards this sacred place. Again, there's only one place in the whole book that he calls sacred. And that is this whole area, because that's where him and Brandon, you can look it up. He uses the word sacred many times, but there is only, he calls this whole ground sacred ground. You can go look it up. Trust rests not in clever minds, not in tangled, twisted finds, like a river of steady flow. What you seek, you already know. We know that some of Forrest Finn's treasure is in there. We know that this 9-mile hole. We know that he said it's less than a mile hiking. We can literally go right here, 3,000 feet. It's not that far. A little over a half mile. And that dirt path literally takes you right there. So, anyways, that's what's going on. Double arcs on Granite Bowl. Again, I saw that little spot and I thought, man, they're definitely going to stand out once I get back there. So, cool. Cheers.